A very good day to everyone. This time I want to discuss a little bit a very modern issue, transhumanism, and its connection to humanity and what we might be as human beings. Well, as many will know, I don't like that much pure materialism. I think spirituality is fundamental to who we are, to defining the human, and mostly consciousness, existential, experiential consciousness. Without it, we are not humans at all. So, the transhumanist idea nowadays is mostly about building deeper and deeper and stronger interactions between humans and machinery, technological devices, many times with a sort of a good intention, meaning they want to improve humanity, to give each people and each individual increased powers, like resorting to exoskeletons, like amplifying memory and human possibilities, brain-wise, meaning building interactions directly, if possible, between our brain and machinery of all kinds, improving the way we might directly use our brain to, let's say, to pilot flying machines, automobiles, all sorts of devices. That would sound interesting because it's about amplifying our natural human abilities. At the same time, research in artificial intelligence is trying to give us better possibilities to really be being released from usual charges of work and so on. So machines will do a lot of even our usual mind tasks. Machines in a way will think for us about lots of things, will solve problems for us. And this sounds like a childlike paradise. We will no longer have to work, we will be free for lots of things. We will have superpowers because of machinery. But to me, there is an extreme danger here. First of all, we are not actually witnessing such a nice development of our modern world with technology. We are watching many wonders from technology, but also extreme threats against our planet and humanity. We see everywhere an increase in pollution of all sorts, poisoning of the soil and the water, plastic pollution everywhere. We see big companies dominating everything through technology, imposing what seems now to be like a global dictatorship and global vigilance of all citizens. We see people who have not been elected to do so that are actually calling the shots, internationally speaking, in economy and politics, and building rules that will allow them to dominate progressively about everything. And we see that technology is isolating people in their own bubbles. We have algorithms that are sending them back what they already know and what they already like, to be sure to control them, to predict their behavior, to sell them stuff. But let's see what will happen next if we allow technology to move towards transhumanism. I think what we'll get is that this kind of interface with computers, with machinery, with techno devices will progressively give them human-like powers and even the domination over human mind. If we build interfaces with the internet, with computers of all kinds, then the techno dominators of modern time will be able to download to our brains all sorts of malignant information, all sorts of malignant programs. And I think we can hardly believe they will resist that temptation. In the same way, we are giving a sort of mockery of consciousness to machines instead of assuming that what we need is to improve, expand, develop the human consciousness and the human mind. So transhumanism might actually be running in the total opposite direction. It could be the ruin of the human species quite easily. And with that, we could be watching the pure definition of evil according to a classic view, actually. We say in ancient Catholic tradition, for instance, is that, and in very different areas, that the definition of what a demon is that demon is God inverted. Demon Deus inversus est. So, this could mean, in modern times, that actually what the best we have, the most divine, so to say, quality in us, our consciousness, could be inverted into giving a mockery of consciousness to machines, so they would seem to be human without actually having compassion, love, deep resonance, without being able to really be human, but at the same time progressively replacing and dominating the human species. We are already watching one part of this, and I think it's fundamental that now we go against transhumanism, well-meaning as it can be for some people, not to all of them, and it's time for us to assert that what we need, what we want as human species is consciousness, pure awareness. It's more about deep perception, deep connection, compassion and love, and deep consciousness of who we are, who the other ones are, about nature. It's about connecting from deep within, not with, again, mockeries of connection built from technology. And this is the discussion of the day. As usual, if you like, comment, share, subscribe the channel, and I'll be back, of course.